Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, please subscribe if you are new here with the notification bell on. We're on the road to 157,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey. So hit subscribe and join the fam. But what's going on, you guys? Welcome back, and today we're going to be doing another spooky story, and this one is freaking weird, man. I read it earlier today, and it's scary. And this scary story is called Fishy Smell. So the story of Fishy Smell is a creepy, scary story from, guess where, guys? Guess where this story comes from? I'll give you 3 seconds to type it in the comment section. 1, 2, 3. Japan. You guessed it right. The Fishy Smell is a scary story from Japan about 2 teenage boys who go on a road trip and stop in an isolated village by the seaside. There, they encounter something that chills them to the bone. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's jump right over to the story. Fishy Smell. A few years ago, when I was still a student, I went on a road trip with my friend. We had just finished our exams, and we were in search of a little excitement and adventure. My friend brought his pet dog along on the journey to keep us company. Because we didn't have much money, we couldn't afford to stay in hotels. Instead, we just stopped in the side of the road and slept in the car. One evening, as it was growing dark, we came across a small seaside village. It was located on the coast, at the base of a mountain. We were running low on fuel, so we drove around looking for a place to fill up the tank. Driving down the coastal road, we spotted the only gas station in the village, but it was already closed. It was a little house with a gas pump outside, so I walked up and rang the doorbell. There was a large basket hanging on the front door. It was filled with meat, vegetables, candy, and other little trinkets. It looked almost like an offering, or the kind of thing you leave at a shrine. I rang the bell again and noticed someone peeking through the blinds on the window, but nobody answered the door. "Hey, I know you're home. Open the door," I shouted. There was no reply. "Our car is almost out of gas and we don't want to get stranded here," I said. The lights went on and I heard the locks being unfastened. The door opened just a crack and a figure peered through it. "What do you want?" he growled. "I just want some gasoline," I replied. "Can't you see we are closed today?" "I'm sorry to bother you, but we're really stuck." "Don't you know where you are?" he said. "Get out of here, now." "I'd like to, but we don't have gas," I replied. "Here, take this," he growled. The man opened the door wider and thrust a can of gasoline into my hands. "Now go away and leave us alone," he shouted, slamming the door in my face. I thought he was very rude, but since he didn't ask me to pay for the gas, I just thanked him and left. Walking back to the car, I looked around and noticed that the streets were deserted. Everything was silent. All of the houses were in darkness, and each one had a large basket hanging on the front door. Is there some kind of festival or something? I wondered aloud. "If there is, I don't know anything about it," replied my friend. We were both very tired from driving all day, so we decided to stay in the village overnight and continue our journey in the morning. We pulled into a parking lot by the side of the road, which overlooked the sea. My friend climbed into the back seat with his dog, while I wrapped a blanket around myself in the front seat and tried to get some sleep. Just then, the dog started growling, and I noticed a strong, fishy smell in the air. The dog bared its teeth and continued to growl as it stared out to the sea. Usually the dog was quiet and well behaved, but something seemed to have spooked it. I strained my eyes to look into the darkness, The sea looked calm and eerie, illuminated only by the pale moonlight. I could see something wriggling on the edge of the concrete quay. "What is that?" I hissed. "I don't know," my friend whispered hoarsely. At first, it looked just like a log floating on the water, but as we watched, the thing seemed to come crawling out from the sea. It slowly made its way up the land, twisting and slithering like a snake, but there was no sound at all. The thing looked like a mass of black smoke, swirling around and shaping itself into the shape of an enormous man. I could hear a horrible ringing in my ears. The fishy smell had become so bad that it was sickening. The black figure crossed the road and reached the first house opposite the parking lot. The thing was almost as tall as the house itself, and it was shaped like a deformed human with long hanging arms and spindly legs. It peered through the windows as if it had a face. Then, it went over to the basket hanging on the front door and began devouring everything inside. I looked over at my friend and saw that he was sitting there in the back seat, shaking like a leaf. I was so scared that I couldn't move a muscle. My entire body was stiff, and my heart was beating so fast I was afraid it would leap out of my chest. The disgusting stench of dead fish hung in the air like a thick fog. It was almost overpowering. The figure was roaming around from house to house, peering in the windows and grabbing things out of the baskets. "Start the car," said my friend in a trembling voice. As soon as I turned the key in the ignition and the engine started, the black figure turned around slowly and stared directly at us. Then, the thing started moving toward us. I floored the accelerator and peeled out of the parking lot. The dog began barking like crazy in the back seat. My friend was screaming at me. I didn't dare to look back. We just drove as fast as we could until we were out of the village and on the way to the next town. When we ran out of gas, I grabbed a can of gasoline, quickly filled up the tank, and just kept going. By morning, we were exhausted, but we had left the village and its strange inhabitants far behind. When we got home a few days later, I told my parents about the frightening experience. My mother said she vaguely remembered a legend that she had heard when she was a young girl about a small fishing village on the coast. She said the village was cursed and it was plagued by some kind of supernatural creature or demon. On the same day, every year, something would rise out of the sea and attack the villagers, tearing them apart and devouring them. To protect themselves, they would lock their doors at night and leave offerings outside their homes to ward off the creature. Ever since then, I keep away from the sea. There's something about the smell of fish that strikes fear into my heart and makes me involuntarily tremble and shake like a leaf. Holy fishy monster! That is a creepy ass story, guys. I don't know what I would do if I was in this situation. I have no idea. I can imagine what it would look like, though. I just have this vision in my head of what it would look like. I don't know. I don't know what I think it is or what I think it was. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think this creature was? Do you think it's a demon? Do you think it's some kind of sea monster that's just something that we've not yet discovered or identified? It's just like this weird creature that lives in the sea. Who knows? Mind you, it is Japan, so nothing seems to shock me anymore about Japan. But if you guys enjoyed this story, make sure you drop a big fat juicy like on it, guys. Remember, likes really help out my videos, and it is the only form of payment I ask for my hard work and dedication making these daily videos for you guys for free. And also, guys, let me know in the comment section that you're a proud member of the What Shall We Do Next Again Army, and remember the most important thing of all, chase your dreams and keep on fighting. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those, and remember the most important thing: I love you guys, and chase your dreams.